Hello and welcome to another episode of Malt Magic More. One of our theories from last week was answered and came true in this week's episode, which means our theories are only going to get worse, more elaborate, and we actually developed the plot this week. We've got a lot to talk about. Let's go. I mean, it's monumental for me because my ever-growing list of questions I need to answer in this campaign, I actually ticked one off.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
How did it feel? How did it feel? What does it feel like?
It was anticlimactic because there's still like 45 left, but it was still pretty special to be able to tick one off.
It's all about the small victories, man.
So what was the theory that we answered then, Ander? Or Danny, I should say now.
The theory was that Ander Hornraven isn't actually a Hornraven, and if I am actually a descendant of Geth, where's that got messed up? Where have I got Hornraven from? And it turned out that was the case.
Yep.
And why Hornraven? I guess that's also an interesting question. Why that
That's
one?
That's what came out of the name generator when I created my character.
Well, yeah.
But 200 IQ over here has made it fit, which is bloody brilliant.
That's the meta reason.
Yeah, that's true though. Where's Hornraven come from? Horn from the horned creature, and Raven from the Raven Queen who protects the veil. There we go. Pulled that out my ass.
Never know. Might just be Matt taking notes now.
I tell you what though, I've never asked the Dryad Spirit about herself before. It turns out she's got 3 sisters. And she escaped, but she is part of the Summer Court, so, she might not be evil. But then when I said, does that mean I can trust you? She did laugh. So that did not fill me with confidence.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's one of those things that, in particular from the Feywild, it is very much that they're all... What was the way? Mischievous? I think she said...
Probably why she likes me.
Yeah. So, interesting one.
I've still got the background theory that although I'm not a Hornraven, I don't think I'm 100% human. I think if I did one of those 23andMe DNA tests, I'd be like 6% Fey. I reckon.
Yeah, might be.
2% dwarf.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
What?
Shadowfell. That was something that happened today.
Did I ruin that storyline for you though by teleporting us out accidentally?
No. It was one of those things where I'm sure eventually we will probably get to something on the Shadowfell.
Yeah.
But it was just a case of this guy dicks around with conjuration magic. What's a conjuration spell? Oh look, there's plane shift.
Is it conjuration?
To be fair.
Yeah, that's a conjuration spell.
That's
Plane shift is conjuration.
Yeah, I thought
Whereas
banishment
is abjuration.
Yeah. Abjuration, yeah.
Because Ander was perceiving no danger at all in any situation he was in.
Yeah.
And luckily you fixed me, because would it have got old pretty quick that I was just like, oh look, danger, I'm gonna press that button, I'm gonna eat that leaf, I'm gonna open that door.
I think as well, like you've obviously you've played that for like a session and a half now. I think you've been playing it really well.
Yeah.
It was still Ander, but just a sense of self-preservation just completely gone. Just like
Your logic as to why you did everything was understandable. And that was really interesting. I like that.
So kudos to you.
What I was trying to do is Ander wants to do all of those things, but he has some element of common sense that goes, oh, you probably shouldn't, or he does learn a little bit from his mistakes, but without his wisdom score, he's like, I don't learn from any of my mistakes. I'm just going to do what comes first thing that comes into my head.
I was very close to casting Hold Person on you when you said you're going to eat it. But then I was like, I want to see what happens.
That would have been funny.
Because I think...
If I'd,
what was your wisdom score? -4?
my wisdom save would have been -4, yeah.
So you couldn't have saved from Hold Person.
What is your DC save for it?
Unless he rolled a nat 20.
Unless you rolled a nat 20, yeah.
And
My
guaranteed
save at
that would have been the roll he gets a nat 20.
my save at that point was 18, but it's usually 17.
Oh, he's still,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
usually
still usually wouldn't. Yeah, so apart from the nat 20.
Yeah.
My God.
Miser's ruin.
Wow.
I liked. Oh, actually, I wish I could see a little clip of your face, Mal, when you realised that Ander can't get anything lower than a 20 for deception.
You know what?
Yeah,
I finally remembered to actually make notes of bits we want to clip out. So I wrote down 2 times on here, and I'm like, I'm going to take both of them out. I don't think that was one of them, though. So
There you go, there's a third one.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Wow,
pretty
some
crazy.
good nuggets dropped
I
tonight.
did not expect to end up in Moonbright at any point.
Not at all.
I honestly thought we was in the Feywild. I'm not going to
Yeah.
lie. I thought we were
No, I 100% knew
It
that
was
we
the
were in the
faces
Feywild.
when I turned around and said, you see colours, and I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Well,
No, I
because
thought,
my
like,
question,
when-
Dargon's question to Kirik was going to be, are we any closer to the Feywild now we're in the Shadowfell?
Well,
It was a really stupid question, but it was going to be out there,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
No,
no,
I
characters
think-
would know, but the simple answer
Yeah.
there is no.
I know the answer's no, but again, it's like, okay, we've moved somewhere else.
I think once Azazel went out, I was like, and you were saying like, oh, sun to the right, and you see buildings and then tree, and then mountain. I was like, oh, okay, so we're somewhere up north. But for some reason I didn't thought we were above Moonbright. I thought we were like south of the river for some reason. I can't remember why. I thought we were basically like
below the lake. Still.
yeah. In my mind, I was like not Kirik, but I was like, oh, we need to travel west. But apparently not, because we were above the river. Because I thought we ended up like east of. I thought I'll tell you what it was. I thought the city that you said like you see is the one with the orcs, the one with all the orcs there.
Oh, Eticus.
So yeah,
Yeah.
obviously now that I look back in the village next to the forest, we were right next to Eastvale.
Oh, were we?
Yeah.
And we pretty much went past Escallion again, didn't we?
No, that was far. That's well,
You were in between, so when you landed, you were in between the Forest of Escallion and
Eastvale now.
the Greenwood. Eastern Greenwood.
Yeah, so those two forests. So not near the ruins because they're the other side of the forest. But yeah, I suppose the forest does go out that way.
So it was nearly a Halloween one-shot, guys. That's how fucked up it went.
Well, you could have gone north to Mantineer as well.
Yeah, we could have gone north to Mantineer.
Could have gone north to Mantineer, east to Eastvale. You could have gone back into Escallion. You could have gone. Well, you did go south. You could have gone over to Idril. Could have just headed back to the Mockmaster's
Actually,
Keep.
it's quite lucky because I don't know if anybody in Mantineer would have been able to help with my brain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, going south was
yeah,
like
so.
going south was a good shout.
That was clutch. That was clutch.
'Cause, yeah.
That could have been awkward, yeah.
Does still pose the question as to what, you know, are we all three players still on the let's just get the prophecy?
Yeah.
Well, after I spoke with the Dryad Spirit and she told me to come meet her, I think part of the prophecy is going to be in the Felian Forest anyway, because that's where one of the kings ruled over. So we could kill two birds with one stone and get a bit of the prophecy and hopefully get Reiko at the same time.
Yeah, it's just the going with Ander that can't cast magic.
Yeah, and
we've
we've been told not to. You know, we're not ready for it. It's too dangerous. Get out of the forest now.
You've got
To be honest,
death first.
Being honest, going up north to fight the dragon without Ander being able to cast spells is not a great idea either. But you know,
Yeah, but all of my spells are against humanoids or people with low wisdom, and we never come up against
That is
anybody
true.
I can use
That is
them on.
true.
So,
I'm just really
Which
interested.
just tells me you need to pump some more levels into your bard. Those are rookie numbers. You need to get those numbers up.
Or just
or
on the
find
old
spells that
ability
say
scores.
a creature, not a humanoid, and then I'm a bit of a wider spectrum there.
Or utility spells. Utility spells could be really good. Like the dome, not the dome, tiny hut.
Tiny hut.
Yeah, tiny hut.
Tiny hut's a good, really good one.
The fuck's tiny hut?
Yeah.
You
create
tiny
them,
hut.
Literally
Yeah.
make a tiny hut.
And it's warm
Look at
inside.
that.
One rest in it.
It is
Yeah,
the dome, the 10-foot
kind
dome.
of that principle.
Yeah. Is it the 10-foot dome, warm inside, nothing can get in apart from us. Light and sound can escape, but you can make it look whatever colour around us. So basically you could sort of essentially hide it so that a bad perception roll would never even see it. And we're hidden, warm.
Until they fucking walk
Pretty
into
good.
it, yeah.
So they walk into it, but even then it'd be like, a big giant could walk past, lean on it and just keep going and wouldn't really give a shit and notice, and nothing would happen.
Yeah.
That's
'Cause I'm all
pretty
about-
good.
I'm all about my ranged attacks now, so most of my spells are ranged, apart from the only one I've got really is Earth Tremor. So if somebody actually makes their way to me, I try and knock them prone with Earth Tremor to help
That's
me
pretty
out.
good. That's pretty good.
I suppose it's an important player note as well, is to remember that not all spells have to be battle focused.
No.
There are a lot of spells in there which are meant for outside of battle.
Yeah, I mean, one of the options was
Suggestion
available
is
to
probably
me.
better outside of battle when we're trying to.
Well,
Like,
a
for
lot
example,
of the bardic
actually, I could try
abilities,
and-
like suggestion,
Yeah.
they are like in negotiation terms, they'd be perfect.
But I don't think the Archdeacon's going to have low wisdom, do you? When I say, you don't need to have a fight.
You've got to convince.
You've done no investigation, perception, or any checks over the Archdeacon yet. So
You've also got to convince Dargon, a battle-hardened Goliath, out of a fight as well. Good luck with that.
No, the fight's going to be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to get smashed into the ground.
He was very specific on the rules, which was he has to go
Simple
in alone.
weapon.
I was like, cool.
Where bear? Where bear? Where bear? Where bear?
Yeah, he's not going to go werebear because he's trying to hide it.
Okay, yeah.
Not gonna.
Well,
Not
he'll
gonna
probably
happen.
think you're a bloody heathen or something, won't he?
With thousands
I mean-
of people watching, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Not gonna
I mean,
happen.
holy weapon lasts for an hour. That's all I'll say. I was like,
You've got a
you
simple
have to go in
weapon,
alone.
surely, though.
I was like, okay, cool.
Your hand axe counts as a simple weapon, doesn't it?
Ooh, my
the blink
mace
hand
counts as a
axe is certainly
simple
not a
weapon.
fucking the mace does.
Archdeacon won't know that.
So yeah, I mean, I also do have 10 scimitars in the bag of holding.
I've got a couple of rapiers in my bag of holding that I'm just weighing me down.
Chink. Shit. Chink.
So it'll be very interesting to, what's. Again, I thought, you know what? If there is a good simple weapon, maybe just something new to try out. A couple gold from a blacksmith. Sod it.
I also
mean-
need to have a word with Dargon about fucking tipping. Can you give out
What's a
half of
platinum?
that
What's
Platinum down. So the question that was asked on Monday was how much of the room's going to be. That platinum would have covered like the whole inn easily.
Yeah.
That's like more money than he sees in the entire month or something. It's like,
Absolutely, yeah. Hence why
10
he's
gold.
just
Worth
like,
10
gone.
gold, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10
yeah,
gold. Yeah. So
10
it's
gold's a lot. Like,
Oh,
for
yeah,
normal
yeah.
people, like,
Yeah.
10 gold is a lot.
Yeah, like it probably would have been like 2 copper for a drink or something.
something like that.
So
Yeah.
you'd have been looking for a gold for all the drink, the food, and probably.
Well, next time we
rooms.
go back, he'll have put an extension on the inn. Put it that way, and they'll be like,
Extra rooms.
It's going to fucking
Yeah.
retire on that. 10 gold. That's it.
he'll
He's
be
done.
the Premier Inn next time we rock up. I'm definitely gonna. Hopefully, I'll win more money.
Yeah,
Well,
if you
bet
bet
on you
against
to
the other
die.
guy, I think.
What's your maximum AC that you can get, Dargon?
My current maximum is 20. But
With the armor and shield and stuff.
yeah.
So what's your base AC?
So
Yeah.
base
Can you have a
AC
shield?
is, let's take it all off and see. Where's that? There it is. 12. So if I add on simple armor, I don't know what that is.
Will you be able to keep your shield though? They usually have shields in gladiator things, don't they?
I suppose I could get a normal shield, but
Because he's gonna hit hard.
I think he's going to be some sort of like epic fighter. He had a sword, so he wasn't going to be a monk.
He's a paladin, isn't he? Or
Yeah, I'm
he's got
thinking
one.
paladin or
Yeah.
even like a tempest cleric.
So he's going to be hitting you with smite or some
Most
fucking-
likely paladin.
I
He's
was
gonna
gonna say-
be smacking your ass.
Channel
Again, he was
divinity
talking about
bollocks,
simple
innit?
weapons, but he didn't mention anything about.
He said simple
magic.
weapons and whatever, and then he
And then
basically
whatever
hinted
goes.
at whatever else you've got on top of weapons. So he's going to be channel divinity, abjure enemy.
Well,
some
I suppose at least I could whack on a bit of armor of Agathis.
Yep.
I mean, how is he going to know that your armor isn't simple armor?
Because it's fucking massive heavy plate. I presume that's the difference between... Oh, he did say simple armor, didn't he? Not light armor.
Just said simple weapons, simple armor.
I'm assuming he just
Maybe
means
there's not-
non-magical armor.
Yeah, non-magical is what I'm thinking what he means. That would be my interpretation of the rules.
Isn't mine... I mean, it's just a very sought-after piece of material, so mithril plate surely is okay. It's an
Does it have
uncommon...
like a plus bonus or anything?
No, it's just armor plate. Uncommon. Doesn't say anything else. And it's just immediate armor class of 18.
Oh, that's why you get. I was like, how do you get a 20 from the
And then the shield
Yeah.
on top.
yeah, with shield on top? Yeah,
I reckon I could blag you in. And just
crazy.
I can just convince him it's simple.
Just convince him. Yeah. No, I think you got a good chance. Unless he gets a natural 20.
Hang on a minute. I actually
Unless he
do
gets a natural 20 and then smites you with 5th level or something. Which
yeah. Yeah, the one
Smite.
OP thing about a paladin
Yeah.
is I'm just going to add on smite after I know it's already hit.
yeah. Oh, it was a natural 20, was it? Well, boom.
He's going to have a lot. I think he's going to have a lot of bonus action spells. So he's going to twat you with his sword and then pow. Basically,
Well-
your version of Boom and Blade, but times a million.
Yeah, but because the thing is, I do also have something that I haven't used very often, Blade Ward, and I think I should use that.
I have it as a cantrip,
Also,
and it is
side
good.
note, the Eladrin used that against us.
What, Blade
Did
Ward?
he?
Yes, he did.
I missed that.
Yes, there was a point when
Did he?
Mr. DM there was like, you notice that the current damage you're doing is not doing so well, and you're like, is that the whole thing? And he went, no, it just happens to be the last round. He hasn't taken so much damage.
Missed that. Well, that further emphasizes our
Yeah,
theory.
It does.
So I've got Blade Ward as a bard though, but is it a warlock thing as well then?
I
belongs to
I
warlocks
have
as
it as a
well.
warlock. I do not have it as a fighter. No. So.
I think it's the squishy classes that get them. So it's bards, sorcerers, and wizards and warlocks.
Squishy.
Classic.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
Anyone
I mean,
with a D8 or a D6 is going to get it.
No.
Yeah. I think clerics might get it as well, actually.
it's one of those. It's an interesting one because it is an action,
don't.
not a reaction. So it hurts
It just
to
takes
use
the whole
it because
Yeah.
I'd have to use it on probably the action surge, and that's about it. You wouldn't really be able to warrant. Otherwise, you just miss around hitting him.
It's handy, for example, if you go first in the round, initiative wise, and you're like at the back, or
It would be quite useful against a number of creatures, and you need to get out because it is. I use my whole action to do this, and then I take less damage as I run away.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite
especially
situational.
creatures that
Yeah.
actual creatures that will bite and claw you, or also I suppose it's bludgeoning damage as well, though, and slashing and piercing.
Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks.
It's sort of the basic types of damage, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a few good applications.
But to be fair, I could do that and absorb elements because that's an action and reaction, and that would be pretty good at protecting.
Because you can also use that if you're falling and you're about to take full damage, then you just cast that and reduce it. If there's like traps that deal that type of damage. It's a bunch of applications for it.
I've
Yeah,
never
no, it's
thought
really
to
useful.
use it actually in like I'm about to fall, so I'll reduce the bludgeoning damage actually.
Yeah.
Or you're about
Well-
to try a door which is locked and's got arcane runes on it.
Yeah.
Or open up a chest, spikes.
Fucking
shooting
hell, I
off,
could have
those
used
sorts
this
of
loads of
things.
times. Yeah. I'm just gonna blade ward all the fucking time now. All the time.
All of a sudden, Ender just starts blade warding every now and then.
Yeah.
Well, you can't cast spells
And-
now, so
Is it?
I don't use minor illusion either.
Not that you
very
can't
often
cast smells.
as a cantrip,
Can't cast smells.
but
well, you
I
can
might
at
actually.
a high price.
Yeah. At a very high price.
But then again, we've not been in a situation where I've had to sneak or distract recently.
True,
It's all-
illusion.
But I could, depends on how close I am to the battlefield, use minor illusion while Dargon's having a fight to distract the paladin.
Can minor illusion be moved, or needs to be stationary?
Swool, you create a sound or an image of an object within range that lasts for the duration. It's in a 5 foot space. So within 30 feet of me, within a 5 foot space.
I suppose it's. Yeah, I suppose it's. I don't know.
So if a creature uses its action to examine it, it'll know it's bullshit if it meets the DC. But I can't move it. I'd have to create another one somewhere else.
Major illusion is the awesome one.
Oh yeah, you can create the sound and
Sounds
images
and they have to again take an action to perceive whether it is or not, and that can fail, so they can still believe that they are going up against isn't it a 10-foot cube? So you could make a dragon look like that, but it'd have to be curled up, not wings out or anything. But you could technically do that.
But I could literally just make a scream appear all around him, like loads of screams.
Yeah.
Or just a whisper.
Fun applications for spells.
Or, before the fight starts, I'll just me and Kirik will both try and cast Hold Person, and you just kick the shit out of him.
I mean, to be fair, if you can get Whole Person on a a very the big bad, that can sometimes be an absolute
Well,
game
we know that
changer.
from when you got paralysed,
Oh,
stuck in
man.
the doorway.
Yeah.
God,
Oh,
that
Really
shit.
fucked you up.
yeah.
That
For
was-
a whole minute, you can just get absolutely beasted.
And you're gonna get inflict wounded. And I was like, don't like that.
Yeah, so it's brilliant for that.
Yeah.
But again, it's a wisdom save, and all of our enemies have fucking high wisdom.
Get your wisdom up.
So what I
Yeah.
need a spell that's a debuff that reduces their wisdom to then do Old Person on them.
Which is the one where you get to choose? Bane?
Bane
get to
helps
choose?
with that. No, because Bane is just all saving throws just get reduced by default.
I
You
swear
need
there's...
something like Hex.
That was it. Hex is where you get to choose which one it is.
But
Because
Hex is
then
only
I can't.
abilities, not saving throws.
Yeah, Hex's ability is not saving throws. So.
Okay.
So you'd have
It's
to
still-
bane them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's still good because it can mean that you can is it a D4 to a negative D4 to like your strength attack, so to attacks that involve strength. If you can say it's towards strength, so it can be very powerful.
Your other option is just to get high level spells like Power Word Pain and just totally fuck people up.
Fuck them up, yeah.
Yeah. Don't know that.
I like that.
Gonna get that as a warlock for a while. Also, I now do understand the warlock spell things now. So I have 2
Nice.
packed spell slots, and I was like, oh great, they're cool. I didn't realise that they are basically the only 2 of a warlock that I will get, and I will get 1 like many levels time, and they also can only be cast at the highest level.
Yeah.
So like
The Warlock spells, yeah.
yeah. So those
But
pack
you
slots
can-
actually go up the levels as I go.
But you can interchange. I don't know how it works with Eldritch Knight, but I think you can cast.
With Eldritch Knight, it's a mix. But if I was
you can
purely
use
a warlock,
because you can use whichever spell slots for.
yes,
Yeah.
you can intermix. This was just something again
you could
because I was
use
like,
a
oh, this is interesting.
Packed slot to cast a lower level spell that you've got an Eldritch Knight at a higher level.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was just really interesting that I didn't understand the warlock side because Eldritch Knight had shown me you just get spell slots, and it's very interesting the way that the warlocks get some serious punch that
If we
you have
talk
to be
about leveling
very
up,
sparingly, like
which is obviously a while off,
summoning
innit?
a lesser demon.
Why would leveling up be a while off, Mr. Hodge?
Well, because it always is with you.
Can I just point out you did a double level up at Christmas, you cheeky fuckers.
Yeah, all right. I'm debating,
that was 3 months ago.
because if I level up in Rogue, I'll get either an ability score improvement or I can choose a feat, right? And I was thinking, what ability score improvements? I would definitely pump up my wisdom, because the amount of wisdom saving throws I have to make at +0 is unbelievable. So I'll
There's
have,
a lot of wisdom saving throws generally in D&D, to be honest. So
have to pump that up, or I was toying, looking at feats that could help with the way my character's going around Master of Conversation, Deception, Persuasion. The Observant feat could be really good. So
That
I can
fucking
walk
feat.
into, as long as I understand the language people are speaking, I can lip read people in a room, and then my passive perception would be like fucking better, like in the 20s, like 20. That's stupid.
Yeah.
If you take expertise in a skill, if that skill was, I suppose it's a skill, it's not anything else. I was just wondering, do those expertise help in battle? Like strength expertise,
Athletics
no,
would
it's in
athletics.
to break grapples or something.
Yeah.
But other than that,
I suppose if I use my mage hand for some reason in a battle, in a fight scenario, that's a sleight of hand check, isn't it? So that could help.
There's a lot of things you can do.
I was just interested because
The characters are growing, which is the important thing. I think you get to the stage now where you're like, what else can I do with this character now?
Yeah. I was just really interested, and I was looking ahead, and I did look about that. You can you can take a feat that is, you can take expertise in certain things or whatever. It was just really interesting. Because again, first character, so I was just playing and having a look through, and I was like, wow. I can get expertise. I think it was expertise in athletics. It was like, holy fuck.
I think another reason I liked the Observant feat, I think it actually gives me a +1 to my wisdom straight off.
Ooh, nice.
it does. Yeah, you can choose. You can choose either intelligence or wisdom.
I would definitely go wisdom. So yeah, that's another reason to have it. But I don't think when it says a +1, does it mean a +1 to the modifier or a +1 to the score?
To the
Big
score.
score,
Plus one
wouldn't
to the
it?
score. Yeah.
So that wouldn't actually give
And
me
the
an
modifier
increased
increases
modifier.
for every 2.
So I'd actually be better off
On
taking the
these.
ability score improvement, maybe,
Doubling
because
it.
then I could add 2 to wisdom, so I'd actually end up with a +1 for my wisdom modifier. And potentially still be able to read lips, because my passive perception's 18 already.
So you've got the thing with feats is there's nothing to stop you achieving them outside of the ASIs. You can actually
hence when
downtime
I've got the
activities to train for
Yeah.
feats.
Like my active feat and Kirik and Bothrid's chef feat.
Chef feat.
Yeah.
So that chef
Okay.
feat's been coming
That's
for a
interesting.
long time. It just like Tasha's just needed to be released.
And
Nice.
I've got the
Candlekeep
active
gets
feat
released this
from
week, doesn't
going
it?
to the Bandit College.
Tomorrow, or tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Well,
yeah. Candlekeep
when
tomorrow.
people
Yeah.
are watching this
Yesterday.
by Tuesday. Yeah, by Tuesday.
Yeah, because D&D Beyond have been emailing me like, fuck about it.
Yeah.
Pre-order now,
Yeah, I
pre-order
got-
now, pre-order now.
I got my email from Roll20 being like, it's going to be available in like 24 hours. I was like, okay, cool. I've already pre-ordered. So, cheers. Cheers, I guess.
Well, the last time
Yeah.
I pre-order didn't go through, but now I've got my pre-order in this time for both that and Ravenloft.
Oh, I can't wait for the Ravenloft one. It's going to be cool. Yeah,
To be
I've been
fair,
looking
the
at...
new UA is pretty cool as well. Unearth Archive.
Oh, the
Unearth Archive
Fae-
for this one is awesome.
I tell you what,
I'm
when we
thinking
do
that-
our next one-shot with crazy characters, I'm definitely using some of the Ravenloft characters, I think.
Yeah. Oh, they look so cool. But yeah, I'm thinking the next book after Ravenloft is going to be a crazy, like, jump into the
It's
Feywild
gonna
kind
be
of thing.
Yeah, Feywild.
Going to be
isn't it? So, yeah.
crazy. Can't wait.
They are rattling out the books now as well.
They've got some interest, certainly in this past year and past couple of years, it really has, gained a huge number of followings, which is absolutely wonderful to see, isn't it?
Also, they've got to try, I think they're trying to corner it, well, not corner it, they're trying to capitalise on it while everybody is stuck in their house, I suppose.
It's
'Cause
giving an
people-
activity to actually keep people together and connected with people, and that's what's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I love it.
On that lovely note, shall
Time
we
to
wrap
stop
up
playing
tonight, because it is late for us. It was a late one,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that it was well worth it because that was absolutely brilliant. So
A lot of plot development tonight. It was good for that.
huge plot development,
There's
and also
always plot development.
love that little
Yeah, but I
snippet at
feel
the
like
end,
we've actually
reconfirming
achieved
exactly what I
something.
saw. So that one's going to be
You're
it.
getting there. You're starting to tick off little boxes now.
Yep,
Apparently,
yep,
it really
yep,
helps to
yep, yep.
rewatch all the old episodes.
Yeah, really
really
does.
does.
I only, I've only got that far, and I already got that major snippet, and I was like, oh my god.
If I get headfirst into that, my wife might divorce me for ignoring her.
Oh, man.
Choose your moments sparingly, ladies and gentlemen. Right. Let's see what we've got here. Let's get a few things up and running. And lovely jubbly. Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this evening. For all those Twitch viewers, thank you ever so much for following us through our campaign, and we would love it if you would follow us on Twitch as well if you haven't already. Thank you ever so much for everyone who already has. For all of you wonderful people watching us after the fact on YouTube, we'd really appreciate it if you would like this video, subscribe to our channel. It's completely free and it helps us out loads. Also, feel free to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Our latest episodes and possibly even some episode snippets may be up there during the week. Thank you all very much indeed. We look forward to seeing you next week. Have a lovely evening. Good night.